Hello, and welcome back to the Imaginarium again. Once again, we have all five Murfreesboro Monster Marshals. We are together at last at these goblin festivities. These people should all be in these directions, theoretically.
Oh, yeah.
When we last left our heroes, almost heroes, semi-heroes, do you think of you guys yourselves as heroes?
Yeah, I got a semi.
No, that's good. That's enthusiasm.
Why are you like this? It's just
I'm just so happy it wasn't me that said it.
someone had to ask, and no one else did.
It's semi.
You know, I really am glad we got you back. Okay, so yes, when we last left our friends, they were enjoying the festivities, hanging out with a bunch of delightful goblins, some friend-shaped mystical people, throwing a nice little party. We'll go ahead and catch Nasha and Lou back up.
Thank you.
Let's see here. How about the three people that were present last time? Y'all take turns. Oh no, Lily, you can't. No. This is a team activity. But you don't have to go first.
It's like I don't fly with those.
I guess I'll go first.
It's like I don't fly with
Let's
those.
tell the story of everyone.
I guess I'll go
did,
first
because we all did kind of break up into our own thing. So I'll just go ahead and tell what I did.
Well, being the brave one, you get to do the overview, and the others can fill in the details. It was another chill stream, by the way, chill sesh. So you didn't miss a lot. Go.
So yeah, all right. We're at the big Goblin murder festival party that they are holding in our honor. Everyone, it's actually been way chiller than you would think that something called a Goblin Death Rally would be. It has been mostly it's just kind of everybody kind of there. It's the vibe I think it gives off is like big neighborhood cookout before all the dads get drunk. Because everyone's drinking, but like they're just kind of sipping, passing it around, going around having fun. There's a giant what they call beefalo, which is a giant buffalo that they've been grilling up, and it's pretty tasty. Other than that, yeah, I got my face painted. It looks like a scary tiger. I wanted a kitty cat, but it's a very frightening, nearly photorealistic tiger.
They fixed my
Goblins
car.
take their work seriously.
Yeah.
Somebody fixed my car. That was cool. I think for free. I didn't pay him, so. And I wanted to know where the drums were, so I followed the drum sounds, and somebody told me kind of what was going on, just a chill vibe, like you said. And then I ran into Lily, who was shopping.
Yeah, but that's not the first thing she did, because first she
Lily
Lily did. Lily first went to look for the person in charge to figure out who was looking, who was the lookout and making sure everybody was safe. And he called her darling or honey or sweetheart or something, so she kicked that out his feet because she doesn't like that shit. And there was that tobacco dancing on top of that when he was supposed to be one of the lookouts. And when she thought she made her point that there were now children present, which should be safe, then she went and looked to go shopping. She wanted the dagger, but she didn't find the dagger. That was a long sword basically for her tiny butt. And she bought some beads for her hair, and then we went ammo shopping. And that was
There was some math involved with that.
We don't want to remember that part.
No,
I
don't
missed
make me-
math.
math sucks.
I love math.
Math does suck. Let's not joke around. I mean, let's do joke around, but let's be serious. Math sucks.
Why am I
Yes.
always the only one who likes math?
Hey,
That's
no,
not
don't worry
bad.
about it. Don't worry about it, Nasha. I also love math.
I'm good with 7 math.
I'm
That's
okay with
as far as
math.
I go.
I know my times tables.
I
I
have
was
a
the kid
platonic
sitting in the front
relationship
row
with math.
of algebra going like, yeah, let's learn some equations.
Okay, I'm not that weird.
Okay, equations were fun, but once you had to do the graphing, yeah, bye.
That's like drawing. That's fun. I can't draw, but it's fine.
It's like let's go look for your eggs, right? We can do that.
Word problems. That's where it's at.
No.
Hard agree on that.
I like
Okay,
talking.
so let's see here. What else was? What else? Yes, Mr. Producer, Excelsior, math, Excelsior. Let's see here. Bullet shopping, short sword shopping, food shopping, face paint. Got a
I
couple
drink-
different.
I drank a
Go
little
ahead.
bit, but not a lot. Not to excess.
Yes.
That would be ridiculous and irresponsible.
Naturally. And I have dictated the by fiat, I've dictated that Nasha and Lou went off and did their own things before the group met up with or before Lily met up with the leader goblin. Your motorcycle is parked by the monster boat. And let's see here. Anything else? Chester has melded into the crowd, so he's not with the sisters. Sisters drove the bus up onto a ridge, not a super high or far away ridge, but kind of overlooking this little Kent city, this little
When
ad
you-
hoc.
When you say the leader goblin, are we talking about Batman streamers?
No.
Okay.
The dude
Which is-
that Lily looked at, and he looked like he might be in charge, like he knew what he was
Yes.
doing.
He
Okay.
that's his monster boat. It's the leader.
It's like-
The monster boat belongs to the leader. What's that?
He was like a I thought she talked like a rockabilly kind of guy.
Yes.
That
He's
was
got
him.
he's got kind of a mixture of Fonzie and James Dean going on there. This goblin. Yep. He's got himself a pompadour, a little goblin
That is an
pomp.
incredibly specific
And
combination.
and he's on a boat. He drives a boat. This guy.
He drives, the monster boat. Yeah.
Is he gonna jump over any animals on the boat?
He jumped
Perhaps
over
just
the
swimming?
freeway.
Oh,
So,
I thought he might jump over like something with a fin, like with teeth.
Just remember
I
the
can
dude
large-
actually
I can
fish
was like
of some
was like
sort.
doing the hoop dance on top of it. So
Well, you guys are a good, few dozen yards from the water, so I can roll up a boulet for you if you like.
Nah,
No?
I'm good.
Okay. No land shark? No, okay. We can do
Land
that.
kraken?
We can get you a land shark. We can get you a boulet right now.
I love
you want a
those so
boulet? I'll get you a
much.
boulet by noon tomorrow. What's that?
I love them so much. Land sharks are
yeah.
one of my favorite monsters.
one of these days, I'm going to set a desert kraken.
You gave me an
Sarlacc?
idea. So let's see here. When we last left our humans and human adjacent humans,
Our protagonists.
our protagonists, we had. Yes, the last thing was you got your car fixed.
And then we met up with Noah, who we were complimenting his face coloring.
Yes. So we're going to move a little backwards in time to shortly after y'all got there, which will be around noon. It's now 1-ish, 1:30. But yes, around noon when we got there for Nasha and Lou. You guys can rock, paper, scissors to decide who goes first or whatever. Or I can decide. Or Lou's frozen, so it's Nasha.
Evens or odds? Or, yeah, I guess he's just frozen.
No, please go ahead.
All right. Unfroze long enough that I heard go. Okay. I only have like $20. So not going to be buying anything. Unless I can maybe get some stuff like some arrows, possibly. I'm only missing. Like I only have 16 right now, and I'd like to get some more if I could find any in the area. But that's really the only thing I would be actively looking for. That and that coin that I got last time that I'm still not entirely clear on what it is. I'd want to figure out what that do.
Well, it's gold, so it do gold things. There's that. And
Well,
to
yeah.
fill in a little background here, we're talking about a conductive metal. Gold, copper, that sort of thing. That is almost more the worth of these things in this setting. Is this represents an actual usable resource. That puck of copper is a few 100 feet or 100 feet of copper wire. So of a single copper wire, that's useful. Gold, excellent conductor, same thing. But it is gold, so there's that. And it does have walk-in speech, common, printed on it. So, any number of things. If you would like to look into that gold piece, feel free. Who would you like to speak to about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with I'm with this guy. We were with the leader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I he's not the one who gave it to me. I got it from the cat.
No, you got it from the Gliderman.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to ask the James Dean.
Okay, so yeah, James Dean. Yes, he's leaning up against his boat, looking cool, smoking a cigarette, arms crossed.
Bad to the Bone
the
playing
door.
faintly in the background.
He doesn't really seem a bad to the bone type. We'll get back to that.
Born
Anyway,
to be wild. We could do Born to be Wild.
we
Is
do an
that it?
upbeat Born to be Wild as opposed to the sad white girl cover from a Gerard Butler movie, Born to be Wild, from earlier. Hey, that's what you were singing at the rest stop when you noticed
was
your
that?
mirror.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was horrible. What a horrible decision.
Well, there you were. You were despondent, and that's fine. And this is a classic green goblin. Long pointy ears, nose, chin, kind of a predatory look about him. And
the
in
ones
the
that WoW give a
classical
New York accent.
already happened actually. Yeah, this is the kind of goblin that's used to hunting small game with his bare hands, kind of thing. Is the way he looks just by build. But yeah, otherwise he's just got a look of, got that cool guy James Dean eyebrow that I can't do. And an air of definite confidence about him. And you guys just pulled up on your bike.
Yeah. All right. I'll swing off the bike. Probably not kicking switchback in the process. And yeah, I'll just sort of saunter over and ask him if he knows anything about this gold coin.
Yeah, it's
Because honestly, I can't read what this says.
Yeah, it's a coin. It's gold. It should buy you stuff. You can make wire out of it if you want to. You sell it to somebody who wants to make wire out of it. You can. I just said you can buy it. It's a gold coin, man. We all got them though. It is. Each one of us carries one. It's kind of. I don't know. You can call it a family thing, a club thing. You guys are cool.
All right. In that case, I'll pocket it because I don't like. I don't have anything that I want to buy enough that I would give up a token, even if it like if one of these goblins gives me a token, I am going to hang on to it, even if it's from Charles Entertainment Cheese. So like,
Right. Well, and the thing is I mean, Nasha would know that this, like I said, 2.5-inch diameter, gold, probably worth $1,000.
yeah,
On exchange. Why you would exchange it instead of just buying something worth that or adding it to your general wealth, that kind of thing. Yeah, you're on the right track with that.
I'd want to be sure, and I don't know if stating this with intent makes a difference, but I'd want to be sure to keep it in a very secure pocket. I'd probably have something with zippers on it somewhere.
Yeah,
About my person, like.
I'm not imagining like what. Okay, so is Nasha? Are Nasha's pants loose or is she form fitting?
Mostly form fitting.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be pretty. Like you could put that in a front pocket or even a back pocket. Front pocket safer, and it's gonna be pretty hard to It's gonna take some actual pickpocketing to get that off of you.
Great. Okay. I was more thinking like if I get thrown off the bike, but I don't want it to fall out. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've turned into a Sonic enemy a couple times falling down, so I get what you're saying, but I also don't wear like tight ladies' pants. So
I do, and it is hard for stuff to fall out of the pockets.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And in the future, women get pockets. By the way.
Some parts of the future are a utopia.
Proper pockets.
Equality. It's so beautiful.
You can put your coin in that tiny inner pocket that they give you for like your coins in the jeans.
The one that I spent years and years and years holding DS cartridges in. Because nothing else would fit.
Nerds. Okay.
And then I switched to SD cards.
Well, wouldn't you just wash? I would wash them. I would wash them, and then they get ruined.
It's like your car keys in the tiny pockets and your ID in the back pocket, and that's all you need for a night out.
This is why I don't wear pants. This is ridiculous. I wear leggings. Whatever. I don't
They have
care
deep
about
pockets. Leggings have nice deep pockets.
that.
We can come back to this on the break.
This
is not fashion hour.
If we continue down that road, we're going to go off for that's going to be the stream.
Yeah, Mike hasn't even piped in, and then it's all over. All right. Lou.
Yes. Hello. Lou
Hello.
is present. Lou is going to. Well, he's got three. He's got he's got three things that he wants to do at Burning Goblin. And first he's going to look for. And their priority of whether or not he can find each of these things. So first priority is like somewhere he can exchange services for money, like repairing someone's vehicle, or if barring that he can't find somebody to help out with that, he's going to find a skate park. If there's one
Like
at Burning Goblin.
Just like try to find a ramp or something.
Yeah. He's going to find a place where there's other goblins kicking around on skateboards.
Okay.
And then barring that, he's going to try and find some mushrooms.
Okay.
That's Lou's plan today.
Yeah, he got his priorities right. The mushrooms come last.
Yeah.
That is
I guess there's
wrong
nothing happening
place.
after it.
Yeah, we'll let that one go. But not the mushrooms as a concept, but the conversation. Well, there is an adorable yet possibly questionable black and white Catman with glow stick LED brass knuckles on
Right.
top of that boat.
Right. So third priority can probably be successfully found. Yes.
Okay.
So first, really though, he's actually going to try and drum up some work for himself because he's feeling a little light in the pockets.
Fair enough.
Working for these marshals for 4 days now, and he hasn't been paid.
Well, he's definitely you technically been working for the marshals for months.
That's
definitely
true.
Got paid. Definitely spent your money.
Spend it all on grenades,
explosives and brand new trucks for your board.
Duffel bag of grenades.
Just dope trucks. I still have 3 grenades left in the Bouncing Betty, so I'm not really hurting for grenades. But if I can end up finding some, I will find some.
Naturally. And you have already seen a goblin strolling away from the boat that all looks like they should be weighted down with grenades. It's just, grenades all up on. This is the grenade guy, which isn't necessarily a guy that you meet outside of goblins and apparently your group.
So he's like the guy. He's like a hot dog vendor with grenades, though.
Yeah,
it's got a grenade here.
Butt scratcher.
So how would you like to go about acquiring work?
Well, okay, so it's Death Rally has been going on or is setting up?
It has set up. There are the vendor tents.
Does there appear to be like a repair shop tent, like where people are bringing shit that broke while they were setting up or whatever? Is there?
You can definitely hear the sound of whoopa.
I follow that. As soon as I'm off the bike, I hear that, and that's where I'm going.
Okay. That's going to be off in the distance beyond the drum circle, so this doesn't cross over and argue with events last session that are.
He dances his way through the drum circle.
Yeah.
All right.
Beyond the drum circle is Lou's future autobiography.
That actually. Speaking of
good
which,
autobiography name.
There's a human lady, definitely more resembling a tradish hippie than a death rallier, twirling a fire stick, one of the big fire sticks, right next to the drum circle. The drum circle, yes, who Judith will be meeting in about 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
Second.
It's a callback. It's a callback. Continuity matters.
Yeah.
So good.
It's almost like I built this beforehand and had to work around party composition. And the drum circle consists of about 20 goblins and playing different kinds of drums, mostly hand drums, others with sticks, and then an orc with a big old drum, big giant bass drum, kind of going a little vertical taiko drum on that thing. The orc is not handsome, at least not in comparison to Keith, to Kurgith. And then yes, this lady, she's doing her fire stick dance. Make of that what you will.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can continue on towards the sound of industry.
He doesn't go around the drum circle. He goes through, he participates for a good rhythm section. He's like, all right, yeah, I think I know this song. But he doesn't know it.
No.
And he just dances his way through. You know what he does? He might try to dance with the hippie. I think he's going to try to dance with the hippie. He's a single guy. He's just living his best life, you know.
She's cute. She definitely looks like she's been holding. I mean, compared to goblins at the very least, it's one of those
Right.
things.
She's the cutest,
You know.
cutest person
Yeah.
within Nine Line.
Yeah. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying, you know, goblin ladies are, or goblin ladies are, you know, wretched or anything. We're not shaming, but yeah,
Ratchet.
if that's not your
goblins are-
thing, yeah.
Not his thing.
No, Nasha's over here like more for me.
Not
Yeah,
into those
this is-
interspecies relationships.
No.
And you know, which of course that phrase takes on a whole new meaning in this situation. So, you know,
Yeah.
uh,
He goes ahead.
yeah.
He gets up and he gets he tries to get low and just like,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's see
yeah,
here.
that's about it.
You know, I'm
Make
only
a
gonna take
roll
that
for
so far, but go ahead and do a charisma roll.
Sure. Ain't got none of that. That's a 5.
Yeah, she kind of like, you know, at first when you're, you know, getting your Zemo on, she's kind of got her back to you, and you're you know, dodging the fire stick, and then she does a fancy spin around, and so she's facing you, and the second she's facing you, she's like, and then just turns right back around and goes back to doing her thing.
I do look pretty much black and blue, bruised to shit right now.
Yeah. And well, and you know, it's okay because she smells like patchouli and goblins. So
Nice. All right,
Yeah,
and then
you
after dancing, failing that action, I go ahead and make my way to the engineering tent, the
Okay.
repair tent.
yeah. And as you do that, you know, you're going around a few different vehicles. There are 300 goblins present. This is at least 300 goblins.
Sure.
And you're kind of walking now almost through their car show.
Mm.
If you remember our little local festival that we had a car show, classic car show. These aren't boring old dudes. These are goblins.
Right.
So
okay.
they're,
Yeah. So
you know,
in that case,
yeah.
then instead of going for the engineering tent, I actually look for, since there's car shows. I'm hoping, not hoping, but I'm checking out the cars and I'm seeing whichever one looks like it needs the most help.
Oof. Okay. Because in a way, they all look like they could use a lot of help. You're getting a lot of hybrid shells here, and I don't mean like hybrid, you know, gas and electric.
No. Right. No.
You know, you're getting a lot of, yeah, you know, small pickup truck bed, VW Beetle cab kind of thing, or a car that seems to be made mostly out of guns, you know, that kind of thing. You do see the motorcycle with sidecar, which is also a motorcycle, and they're just what's your engineering skill?
It is a skill. I have 4 in engineering. I am trained in it and I have the tools.
Okay. All right. So that motorcycle, though, that dual cycle there, you can't make heads or tails of how it's attached and doesn't lead directly to a horrible vehicular accident every time it starts moving.
Then,
There's
yeah, I do some closer inspection on it then.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, and there are mechanisms at play here with this specific vehicle that are just kind of like, oh, that's out of my league. That is, you know, whoever did that knows what they're doing. Like, whoa. Like nobody,
Okay.
literally nobody else knows what that goblin is doing. That goblin knows what they're doing so well. But then you see some more conventional-ish vehicles. Almost everything here is kind of the same theoretical vintage as Vicky, as Judith's car,
Right.
except it is actually contemporaneous to when it was built. In the last century, the 20th century. So there's a lot of patched, rust holes and stuff like that. But this is all plating, another piece of steel plating on there, extremely skillfully welded on there. And if you're moving through and looking around, of course, the sound of the garage tent, and the pneumatic gets that much louder.
Right. All right. Well, it seems like nobody in this patch has any need for me. I seem a little out of my league, so I go ahead and head over to the garage tent. Yeah.
Okay. And here you see a kind of square fella, little squarish, reddish brown of hue.
Minecraft Steve.
Yeah.
I forgot I wasn't muted. Sorry.
That's fine. You otherwise have excellent mic etiquette, so you're good. And he's, doing some work. He's got the hood of a vehicle up. It's another VW, another bug. Its headlights have been replaced. Yeah, replaced by what looks like Thompson submachine guns.
Because you don't need to see in the dark if you can shoot in front of you.
Yeah. It also has fog lights up top.
Oh, okay.
Which are then protected by a big roll bar around that. That kind of thing. The bumper, the front and back bumper, are replaced by like almost cowcatcher steel on there. And so, yeah, Lou actually would be a little curious how this tiny vehicle with that small engine is moving around that much extra steel.
Yeah. Hey, sup, dude?
He, comes up, leans back up out of the engine compartment, the rear engine compartment. I remembered. Just working on Lucy.
Lucy, dope. Good name. That's cool.
I know.
I mean, you probably get this a lot here with all these cool cars around, but like, I'm a little light, and I was wondering if you needed an extra hand.
Sure. We need to replace some gears down there in the drive works. I don't know cars. So if you could help me get this up on blocks, that would be great. Just help me give it a push.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Cool.
Nice. Yeah. Big guy like you. Yeah, you could probably help some. And yeah, a couple other goblins position little, the jack blocks. I can't remember what they're called now.
Jack blocks. That's the goblins can call them whatever
Cinder
they want.
blocks?
No. The ramp, the little rampy boys that you push your car up onto in order to work.
Literally, they can call them whatever you want. It's fantasy.
That's
land.
true. Yeah. But yeah, they place a couple of those in front of it, and the goblins like, all right, well, let's he closes the trunk
Hood.
since that's where the
Trunk?
yeah.
Oh,
The hood's in the front, the bonnets. That's the storage on a VW Beetle, whereas the engine is in the trunk.
I know cars.
I know VW Beetles, kind of the outside.
Yeah.
And does that, and he's like,
I'm
all
watching
right.
Herbie. And
No,
then there
we
was
owned
the
it,
other one,
so.
Doo Doo.
The love bug.
We owned a couple of beetles when I was a kid. Yeah, he's like, all right. And he, positions himself, to push it. He's like, come on.
Yeah, I hop on. I get on the back and I'm ready to shove.
All right. And yeah, he gives the countdown. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, you get it up onto the blocks. Thanks. Yeah. That's probably, go ahead and hop under.
Yeah. I throw down my skateboard to use as a rolling mat, and I just slide underneath.
All right. And he starts handing you parts and tools. Let's see here. Go ahead and give me an engineering roll, please.
Yeah. Nat
20?
20.
All right.
Yes.
You roll out from underneath the car, and he hands you a little folded over bunch of 20s, $20 bills.
Oh, hey man, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, we don't don't really have a lot of use for cash out here, so except for favors. So thanks. What's your name, kid?
Switchback.
Wow.
That's what my friends call me, and you're cool.
All right, well, that's a pretty that's a pretty tough name there, sport. I'm Brick.
Oh, that's a pretty tough name there.
Yeah, I didn't give it to myself though. Anyway, so yeah, what do you do out there? What are you doing out there? Are you? Oh yeah, you know what? I don't recognize you.
I'm one of the marshals, man.
Oh,
I'm with the marshals.
That's incredibly boring.
Yeah.
You got to be one of the people that just exploded some Nazis over there though, right?
Oh yeah, I did. They needed it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. We've been dealing with those guys for a couple of weeks. On our way out here from Death Valley. That's where we met that poser lady with the flamey stick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, whatever, she dances weird.
Sure. It's a weird one. We tend to collect posers every once in a while. The patchouli and nasty dreadlock type. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. They they're like, I don't know, they think it's a circus or something. Like, what, you see us build a giant goblin and you think, oh yeah, I'm gonna run off with the circus. It's like, no, this is serious business. We got to get from point A to point B.
Where's point B then?
Wherever the next unfortunate soul blows up.
Oh, cool. So we you're throwing this party because you saw us blow some folks up.
Yeah.
Poor unfortunate souls.
And tomorrow, we'll keep going until somebody else blows up. Although, and I think you met, you met Wilf, right? The, Bat Boy.
Oh yeah. No, that was cool, man. I wanted to try that.
Yeah. How much do you weigh?
$130, $135.
Yeah, don't do that. But I like you, kinda. You're not annoying right now, and I would hate to see you collide with your planet at high speed.
Cool. Yeah.
Today, tomorrow,
I've done it.
If you do it tomorrow, we just throw you a party. We just do this all over again.
Right.
And I'm sure I'll be hungry by the time you get up there and back down. But anyway, No, not you. No, I'm not going to eat you. Humans are stringy. Stop looking at me like that.
Man, it's cool. No, it's like, man, meat's meat, man. You got to do it. Meat's
No,
meat. You gotta eat.
no. You can't eat a fully grown human. It's disgusting. Anyway, so Wilf is headed out east to fly with the dragon.
Dope. Who's the dragon?
Stupid.
Did you?
Does that mean he thinks eating children is okay since they're not fully grown?
Totally.
No, they're just more tender.
That was
Just
my
ask-
question. I was like,
Did you just ask me who's the dragon?
I did. So unless that's not a person, that's like a dragon.
Ah, see, there you go. Now you're cooking with gas.
Yeah, that's
I
not
was a
what's
little
up.
confused there. You didn't. Did you put all the parts on my car correctly?
Oh yeah, I got cars pretty good.
Okay, because
Like,
going
Dragons.
from that,
It's everything else he doesn't get.
I'm from
Going
the
from
freeze
that-
grill, man. I haven't done much other than that, so that's pretty cool.
to whoa. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
okay.
all right.
I didn't know. Are you okay?
I mean, yeah, we're cool.
All right.
I'm here, right? Aren't I? I'm at freaking Burning Goblin, man. It's awesome.
And you can read, right?
Read. I mean, enough.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. I can't, but I don't have to. Anyway, yeah, he's going to go out there and fly with the dragon. Or fly with the storm on the way there. And, well, we'll see if there's anything to do after that.
Yeah. Cool. Man, I'd fly with it. I'd give that a shot, but I feel like it wouldn't go well for Lou. Go old switchback.
If you say so. I mean, there is a bit of a difference between blowing up road nazis and, chatting with the dragon. But,
Yeah. I could see that. I might feel less guilty about it. It's not that I don't like blowing up Nazis, but boy, they say a lot of stuff before they're dead. And Lou kind of drifts off into his own focus about remembering how much he doesn't enjoy killing people, but then snaps back.
I mean, that's, yeah. And while you're having your little
Moment of reverie.
Vietnam overlay moment there, Brick is still kind of chit-chatting. So anyway, yeah, there's a strong possibility that we'll all be eaten, but it's come see, come saw. You just do what you do.
That's
Gotta
cool,
go sometime,
man.
right?
Yeah, why not? All right. Well, I mean, I like your gig here. It seems pretty cool, but I should probably head back to my to the kiddos. Keeping an eye on some kids, taking them to Chicago.
Chicago, huh?
I mean, I'm not. I'm just here blowing up Nazis.
I mean, cool. And
Yeah.
he just turns around and opens the door in his car and gets in, and you see that there's no seat on the passenger side.
Sure.
It's just kind of strewn with machine gun shells, spent casings. And he just pulls out a flathead screwdriver and throws himself in there and just starts jamming away at some sort of port in the glove box.
Cool.
I want to know how Brick got his name.
It
I mean,
was
did
given
somebody
to
throw him
him.
through a window or something? How do you?
Used him to hold down a stack of papers.
Okay.
You and I have
So-
very
Like a
different
brick?
primary thoughts when the word brick comes to mind. I'm finding.
Yeah.
for your family. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna go back to our clockwise. Back to Ms. Lagarde. Do you remember where you were?
We were actually in front of the stand where he just smashed that thing down and said, "No returns."
Was that? Wait, did that happen before? I believe that happened before finding somebody working on Vicky. So you are now, I believe, near the car with Noah.
Yeah, exactly. That happened too. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. He smashed. We went and we talked about his face. Yeah.
Okay.
The tiger face.
Yes. So
Yes.
yeah, you came to a chill point, or a point where you weren't in the middle of doing a thing. What thing would you like to be in the middle of doing? Now, you have choices. You have a world of opportunity.
Well, I know that she will probably ask Noah about the food because now she's getting hungry. Like, so how was the food? Was it something that you can actually eat, or was it disgusting?
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm not necessarily the best judge on what actually tastes good, and I don't think. But yeah, no, it's pretty good. I liked it. It's like it's kind of like beef, but different.
Oh, as long as it's not rat or dog, I guess.
I mean, it would be a really, really big rat or dog if it was. So I think we're good.
I mean, after seeing the cockatrice, is that the plural? Cockatrice? I am not sure that
I think it's cockatrixes.
Trixis.
Trixes are for kids, you know.
Okay, we'll have to Google that later. So she would be like, yeah, you know what? I'm not putting it past this world, but yeah. So is Judith still watching Vicky get fixed, or is it done?
She's done. She's better.
All right. So she's just gonna say, hi, Jujubin, I'm gonna go eat. Would you like to eat too, or are you just gonna chill?
I'm gonna. Can you know, I'm just a little. I appreciate what that guy did for me and Vicky, but like, I don't know if I want people just like randomly touching my car. So like, you want to bring me something back?
Yeah, I can do that. Just
You
to keep the
know.
car safe, we do need that.
You know what? You know what I like.
Yup. I don't think they have a lot of choices though.
Okay. Well, dude, I trust you.
Yep. Co-producer Timmy is here, so let's go eat.
Okay. I trust you.
Okay, so yeah, you filter through crowd towards the amazingly enticing smell of cooking beefalo, which is now being turned on a rotisserie mechanism involving a lawnmower engine. And you find Sister Maisie standing there enjoying a frond full of beefalo and a couple of the kids.
Yeah. Well, I guess if she's feeding it to the kids, it can't be that bad. So Lily probably by now knows some of the kids. She's like, so how is it?
It's really good. Little child eating, talking with their mouth open. Plop, 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 plop,
Yep. Well, if they're eating it, it can't be too disgusting. All right, let's go get two. One for me and one for Judith.
They're definitely reaching out to try to touch you with barbecue encrusted hands.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she cares. It's like we're all grubby by now. We've been on the road. We've blown shit up. There's that wooden goblin burning in the middle, leaving yuck all
It's
over
not
the
on fire.
place.
It's not on fire.
Not yet.
Not yet. And the goblins and the children are interacting, like playing.
No.
And you can, if you want, you can do a what's that roll to figure out if somebody's awful? The word.
Insight.
Insight roll. Yeah, you do an insight. I got it before anybody told me. You can.
I mean, I was going to say initiative, but
Right. No. No, that's what you roll when somebody is terrible.
Hi, Timmy. Could you make some space so I can roll just like one dice?
hit first, questions later.
Mel.
Here, stay right here for a second. Okay, so that is a 9.
Yeah. You can see that the goblins are just doing strange little, magic tricks, close-up magic and stuff like that for the kids. But you don't know how you feel about that.
Well, Sister Macy is right here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not taking responsibility for this.
Sister Maisie is not wearing her robe coat, and you can see that she has what appears to be a very, very, very well crafted long sword at her side. So, as well as a sidearm.
And I'm starting to wonder, since she's wearing this synthetic weave light armor, would that even stain?
Who, Lily's?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm thinking about the synthetic weave, or would she just have to wipe it off?
Yeah, it's probably a wipe off.
Yeah, so no worries about the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but the kids seemed very impressed by the close-up magic and all that kind of thing, and
They're distracted.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and goblin, machete-sized knife, 2 chunks of of beefalo, Maisie finishes a bite, finishes chewing, and hey, you might want to head on up the hill and talk with the girls up there. Just touch base a little bit.
Any specific reason?
Not necessarily any no secrets, but not necessarily something I want to talk about around the kids or these little goblins.
All right, well, let me go take the food to my friend, and I'll drag him over there.
Cool.
Yeah, you take care of the little gnomes over here.
Gnomes?
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's just like, all right, and she's like, I'm out of here before she asks for help. Like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm worried about them, but I'm not babysitting.
And yeah, you can hear over your shoulder as you create distance, create space. All right, let's go on back to the bus. And you can hear her haggling with the goblins for a couple more slices of meat and all that kind of thing. I feel like right now would actually be a better time to do our break, since we are missing a marshal momentarily. So we're going to go ahead and hit that up. We're going to go to break, and we'll see you when we get back or after the edit. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. If you did, feel free to let us know in the chat. I swear I saw somebody in the chat earlier. Speak up. We want to hear from you. We appreciate you. So we have returned from our extended break, and let us see once more. We were with Lily and Judith and Noah. We had just gotten some tasty foods. Lily was headed back to meet back up with Noah and Judith.
Give me the snacks. Or is it just okay? It's just like meat wrapped up in a leaf.
Or
Low
was it
carbon.
like
Lolo?
the doner, kebab, like flatbread? You just cut a hole in it and dump the meat in.
It's like a giant. It's like a giant dolma, but like a half-assed goblin dolma. Really, what that leaf is about is to catch the searing hot beefalo and keep it from scalding your phalanges.
Okay. Can I have my searing hot? Can I have my phalange searer, please?
There you go. Oh,
Thank
and
you.
Sister Macy said we should probably head up to the other ladies and check in with them on some point soonish.
Okay. Let's go. I can walk in and eat.
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything right now.
I'm very talented. You're looking great. That's what you're doing right now.
Thank you.
So, yeah, for sure. Did you bring it? Do you have napkins? Did you bring a napkin?
You think they have napkins here?
That's fair. That's a fair point. I'll just wipe it on my shirt. It's fine. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You know what? They
Wiping out
probably
a
have
passing goblin.
like wipes or something at the bus. There's lots of dirty faces. So
I'll just high five people and wipe. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Got it.
So you've got your beefalo in one hand and your beer in the other.
I thought I gave it away.
yeah, didn't you give it?
I thought I gave it away.
No, Gear passed that back to you. He's a polite craftsman.
Oh, man.
And the other one said she wasn't drinking.
Does it have goblin backwash? I don't. I'm just saying.
They're quite disease resistant. So take that how you will.
I closed the beer up and I set it on top of Vicky and let's just go. That's fine.
I grabbed the beer from Vicky.
Okay, that's fine.
There you go.
I should have asked. I'm sorry.
All right. So I'm guessing Lou is still working.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see Nasha?
I was going around looking for arrows, and then I was going to figure something else out, but I don't know if I ever got those.
You didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. Okay, so there's nowhere that I can find that I can pick up ammunition for my. Okay.
You would think that goblins would have bow and arrows, but these goblins are futurists.
Well, if not arrows, then something I could make into arrows is more what I was aiming for.
Skewers? Do they have any skewers?
I told a lie because I like the word futurist. But they don't have any arrows.
They have skewers. It's a barbecue. I know that.
No skewers big enough.
I tried. I'm sorry.
And we all appreciate it. I'll never not sound sarcastic. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I can't help that. That's my voice. I meant it.
I was trying to do the improv yes and you just crushed my little spirit with your sarcasm. It's fine.
That's what I'm here for.
I have high self-esteem. I'm fine.
So the DM's for everybody.
Crushing dreams.
If you yes and me one more time.
It stands for Dream Master.
There's two
Master.
kinds. One is magical journey. The other one is like
inside you there are two wolves. You should probably see a doctor.
So yeah, Nasha, you're not having any real luck finding arrow shafts. You are finding a lot of feathers. Like they're like
That
jewelry,
tracks.
yeah, feather jewelry, that kind of thing. That goes along with Lily's fine beaded jewelry that she shopped up last session. You find feather jewelry, that kind of thing. You find a lot of pointy and sharp objects. Those things seem to just be falling off.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you know, like a goblin trips and just a bunch of pointy stuff falls out of their pockets. And they just leave it there when they walk away. They couldn't possibly care. They'll make more sharp objects. There are bits of metal around and stuff like that. So that's where we're at right at the moment.
All right.
You do know that you are by or nearish to the end of a stream, basically a pond. And then there's a much bigger body of water kind of leading from that.
Okay.
So, yes, there are generally things, plants and such, near water that can be used.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's what my focus is going to be, is trying to shore up, because Nasha is used to being in situations wherein she can shoot something and get the arrows back.
Yes.
Generally.
Yes.
Except for when things happen, like, you know, it explodes, stuff like that. That's normal, but given that we're on the road, she's realizing I'm going to run out. So that's kind of where we're coming from here, is trying to shore up my ammunition as much as I can. While also, you know, exploring the fairgrounds. Just, you know, I'm not necessarily laser focused on this. This is what I'm doing while I'm looking around.
Right. And let us also take a look, just kind of mentally back. I know that you have your grappling gun.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, in fact, take a sidearm? Yeah,
I got a revolver, exactly.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a weapon that you do have in case you run out of. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not good with it.
Fair. Well, yeah, you don't get all the awesome class.
I don't get all the awesome stuff, and also I don't. Well, I guess a revolver is technically a simple weapon in this, isn't it? In this system.
Well, yes, one revolver is.
Which is the one I have.
There you go. So there you are.
Yeah, mine. I had like an Old West. Only has 6 shots in a game because games don't understand how revolvers work.
Well, and that may track, you know, with that southwestern origin, essentially. So
yeah.
God, wow, that sounded away. But I'll take a look at these real quick. Actually, yeah, revolver is a one-handed small arm. It's light, so that does a thing.
You granted the revolver as a simple weapon.
Oh,
I did that. Yeah, because we were all like, I can't use guns, and you were like, no, you can.
Yeah.
You granted
that's right. Yeah.
That's why Lou also has one.
I crush dreams and I build dreams.
I only have the revolver because I was like, I feel like I need something relatively.
Relatively, yes.
Leaving us hanging.
That's the internet, everybody. Okay, so
I hear New York just exploded. That's no.
Let's not joke about that. This is 2021. All right. So let's see here. Yes, you three. We're gonna jump back to you three until Nasha returns. And you were decided that you were gonna head
Hey,
up.
there we go. Now I can hear things. What's going on?
Well, we abandoned you not because we don't love you, but because You were frozen in space and
Yeah,
time.
that's fair.
Yeah. And none of us have control over space time. So they were going to go ahead and, yeah, you got a point. Going to go ahead and head up that hill to see the sisters.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's not a huge, scary, awful climb. After you have your conversation and all that kind of thing, Lily heard Maisie getting ready to take kids back up there, all that kind of thing. They're actually ahead of you. It's about 20 yards incline off the side of the road kind of thing. And the bus is up there. There's some tents and little bedrolls set out and stuff like that. Maisie's doing Maisie stuff, or the kids are actually, like I said, they're just trailing up ahead of you. When you get up there, of course, Maisie and the kids get there first. You find Sister Hannah, with a disassembled gun out on a, swatch of cloth, cleaning one of her many pistols. Not like a creepy gun nut, just kind of like, it's one of those things you got to do. And Sister Celine is wiping off children's faces and stuff like that. Oh my God, you've made a mess of yourself. Maisie, seriously, you can't help these children work on their manners. That kind of thing. And then there is a small, unfamiliar sister sitting nearest to the door on a lawn chair, quietly plucking away at a guitar. You haven't met this sister yet, but should know who it is. You three haven't met this sister yet. Lou has met this sister.
It was it took a while, but the horse got over the finish line. Yeah, for sure. Is she like jamming, or is it like pretty like Lilith fair? Is that a reference that the kids will get now?
No.
But who cares?
Okay. Swear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Is it good? Like, is she good?
I mean, she's really kind of just noodling.
Okay.
It's very quiet. It's an acoustic. It's
I don't know, but because I can't play any instrument. But okay. All right. Cool. So they're just vibing. I guess Judith will probably go over and like check on the kids and maybe wipe off some faces. Well, that's right. I don't have a napkin. Is there a goblin I can wipe their faces off? I don't really know how kids. Judith wants to help. She'll go. Hey, is there anything we could do?
Sister Celine has napkins of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, she hands you one if you look like you want one and that kind of thing. And if, you're trying to help and all that stuff.
I'm going like wax on, wax off all the kids' faces to help out.
Right. Yeah. And they're doing the thing kids do,
Yeah. I'm not like one of those people that spit on the thing to wipe on the kids' faces. So
good. Yeah.
We're just using
natural.
That's
what water bottles for.
There you go.
Yeah. I still wake up out of a dead sleep in a cold sweat.
I would not.
Then, like I'm 2.5 feet tall, and yeah, there's Mom with the napkin.
I would never. I'm just wax on, wax off. I'm helping out. I'm helping. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you're doing that, and y'all are milling about, Noah's probably staring into the distance, either remembering or still enjoying his beefalo.
Do the kids like the makeup? What are the kids' reaction to the makeup?
Good question.
Noah, what are the kids reacting? How are the kids reacting to the makeup?
4 out of the 8 children present scream and run back onto the bus. And 2 of them were, the kids that were with Maisie. So she, visibly relaxes. She's like, well, that makes life a lot simpler. Hey, y'all. And you hear...
I just asked for a kitty. And this
well,
is what I got.
You sure did. And bless your heart, you got one. And Sister Hannah, you can hear the clink of the slide racking into place on her freshly reassembled weapon. Does all that, holsters it on one of her many holsters. Looking pretty sick, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah. I considered getting a face tattoo, and that would be awesome. But really, you can't mess with this.
No, just do some painting. It'll come off. Oh, God, I hope it comes off. I didn't actually ask. Yeah, it'll come off. I'm sure.
Do you want me to spit on this napkin and wipe off your face?
No. I want it now.
Okay.
Like later.
The offer still stands. To spit on the.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right. So,
go ahead.
why were we supposed to check in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back on the track.
Yeah. Let's all get dovetailed there. And yeah, so Sister Maisie, she turns to the two remaining kids that were with her, and she's like, "Okay, go ahead, get on the bus. Don't forget to share." And they, about sharing, and then get on the bus, and turns back to you. I don't care if they share. I really don't.
Sharing is caring, but not bodily fluids.
No. See, you. Yes. Okay, so one moment, please. And she turns around. She and Hannah go to the side of the bus. You can see that there are compartments there. And Maisie.
Put your dirty mind away. Just scrub it right now, Mur. Just scrub it.
Yeah. You gotta put that down. You gotta just appropriate.
It just me. Why am I the one getting yelled at?
Maisie produces a keychain and goes to open a compartment on that, basically the luggage compartment on a bus, and messes around with the lock for a second. Stands back up. And Hannah just kind of saunters and boom, kicks the compartment, and it opens up to an arsenal. And Hannah reaches in and grabs out a full-length, full-size scoped Barrett 50 cal. And you guys are on that ridge, 50 yards-ish up. And she hands the rifle to you, Lily. Here, take a look. Right over there, pointing towards the forest.
All right. Lily will do. What do I see? Do I need to roll perception for that?
You do not need to roll perception for it at this time.
Okay.
Actually,
that's good.
you do. Please do. Actually, I want that. We're gonna do that.
Let me find the right die.
Yeah, spice this game up for you.
Okay. That is 15.
Okay, cool beans. You see, now that you've gotten a better look from elevation, you see kind of the entrance as the road goes into the forest. At first, the forest is really just to the east, off the eastern side, the woods. It's mostly shorter new growth, and then a little bit of that starts sprouting up on the western side of the road, very close to the road. And then as the eastern side gets, is already thicker, the western side gets that way, and then it starts to really stretch out into quite a bit of a full-on forest. the details that you assume Hannah was trying to point out you see a couple of buildings, tall buildings, poking up out of the forest canopy, which is quite high itself. And you notice that the canopy of the forest, the further the road goes into it, the canopy of the forest starts to encroach over the road. So essentially, it starts to umbrella the road as it goes in. You do see that building, a couple of them. You see a little bit of graying of the forest canopy for what you can assume is, you try to ballpark the actual area that is a couple square miles. And then as you look more towards the horizon, basically just pan up, you do see a skyline, a city, something of a city skyline far off in the distance. This is straight north, with a spire sticking considerably up above and over that city's skyline. That is right near a major river on one side, and on the other side, you also see a little bit of city skyline, the other side of that river.
Is that the city with the zombies?
What city with zombies? No, that's not the city behind you that you guys passed.
Okay.
That was filled with all sorts of nastiness. No, you left that behind. That was Nashville.
Like,
And
I have any.
yeah, no. Geography. I'm not great at it either, especially in states I've never been to. That's just, I'm bad at this. I'm bad at that at the very least. So yeah.
So the buildings that I can see, what kind of buildings are those? Is that like industry? Is it like housing? Is it farm?
So if you ask Hannah or Maisie what's going on there, ask Hannah. That sounds like a Nickelodeon show. But if you ask Hannah or Maisie, Maisie tells you, well, that one way off in the distance, the one with the spire, that is Cahokia. So we're going to be heading up near there. And Judith, I regret to inform you there is a fair amount of elf presence there. Also in the forests nearby. And then the one right next to it across the river is going to be Emancipation. Those ruins closer, I don't know what the hell those are. But they are in between us and where we're trying to go. Now, I asked Hannah because she's from where we're trying to go. She doesn't know what that's all about either. They were told don't go there when they were little kids, but really nothing more. And that gray, I have no idea. I just figured since, you're riding with us, you should know about it.
That might be something we should ask the Fawns or the Tabaxi about. They might know what it is if they're hanging around in this area. I forgot the name of the leader, so.
That, you never got the name. You never asked him his name.
No, I kind of just,
No, and nobody called him by name.
I mean, I straight up called him James Dean to his face.
Yeah.
I kicked out his feet because he called me sweetheart or honey or darling or something.
Yeah, and he didn't really take offense to being called James Dean. Probably doesn't know what it means. Goblins are rad, and so tend to do cool things and dress like cool guys. So
Yeah.
he probably developed that style spontaneously from his little goblin mind. But yeah, so you now have that information, and Hannah speaks up. Yeah, I'm not super excited about all of that. The trees, I mean. They're I mean, I've never had a tree yell at me or throw an apple at me or anything and try to kill me, but it's more the forest itself. Although I've heard of trees killing people, but I don't know, those are all standing relatively still, so it's just yeah, as a courtesy thing, we figured we'd let you know what we were driving into.
I'm a little bit more worried what turned it colors, but
Yeah.
well, I guess I'm not quite sure if he's going to tell me since I kind of kicked him. Maybe somebody else should ask him. What they know about it.
All right.
So-
I can ask.
Is there any way we could go around that?
If we're going to
That's a
follow
good
the
idea.
road,
Good answer. Oh,
do you
yeah,
think
we
Vicky can go off road? I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
And the school
No.
bus probably not either.
No.
But there aren't any roads that'll take us a little bit out of the way or something.
What if they're busted?
Yeah, if this is the best maintained road, unfortunately.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe we could just drive fast and go past it and not have to.
So the whole thing of this is dangerous, so we don't slow down and be careful. No, it's dangerous. Faster.
I mean, if we stop, then we have to get involved in whatever it is, which that sounds bad. So it seems like we want to go fast.
Let's just get a little bit more intel because if that gray is disease or poison or a dragon or whatever the frack this is, maybe we want to find that out before we go there and get sick too.
Okay, I can do some reconnoitering.
Yeah, because that might be fungi. That is not the fun kind.
Fungi?
This is the plural of fungus, which is mushroom.
Oh, it was a joke. Okay, mushroom joke. I got it. Okay, well, I can go.
I'm so upset.
The tiny person made a mushroom joke. Yes, she did.
Hey, I have given you notes. You did see one mushroom man in the crowd at Goblin Fest, but that's it.
Yep.
And he was acting a lot like R2D2.
Is Lou able to buy shrooms off of the mushroom,
You
dude?
just have to take a bite. You just have to walk by and take a bite of him.
Is he like, yo, dude, take a
a bite.
bite?
I wonder why Mario here never just bit Toad.
Yeah,
True.
Make it bigger.
That's
So
in the comics.
rude. No.
It's in the comics.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let me go. I mean, I could go ask. Gray Spot, Cahokia, Emancipation,
Ruins.
Ruins. Okay, I got it. I'll definitely remember all of that for sure. And I don't know if you want to
Just
roll for
remember-
that, but I can just go out.
That way. Between us and the elves.
I got it. I can go ask. That's not a problem.
That
Before it
would be
gets
great.
too
They're-
much
they're-
wilder.
They're by the boat. I
Okay.
think the tabaxi is on top dancing, and the
And
fawns.
you guys can see, yeah,
Yeah,
from your elevated space.
So,
Dancing cat on a boat. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to pick that out.
yeah, chicken with the dancing cat. Yes.
Okay,
See
the
if he knows what that is.
All right, the cat in the hat knows where it's at. Got it. And Judith just goes back down the ridge to go find them.
No, the cat does not have that.
I don't
It
think he
was a joke.
No, I'm just imagining him with a muscle shirt and like a Kid Rock, like this weird hat that he is always wearing.
Mm-mm.
I try not to imagine Kid Rock under any circumstance.
In any context, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Kid
we
Rock
doing hats
outfit,
again?
but a cat in it.
Yeah, and I cannot stress this enough.
Outlaw country. All right.
All right, good luck.
Yep.
And yeah, oh, and yeah, I might as well head down there and check it out too. Hannah
Okay.
says, so she goes with you.
Do we like link arms and stuff? Do we like? No, it's okay.
I mean, if you want to.
Nah, I'm not gonna. No.
I'm heading back down again because the kids are boring and the goblins are where the party's at.
Okay. All right. Let's go find
Oh, I
him.
think,
All right.
and Hannah says, "Oh, I think I see your friend from here," and she points, and you can see Nasha's gorgeous mane amongst the crowd, and yeah, that's kind of all she really says as you're on your way back. So yeah, if you like, Hannah splits off from you once you get down to the crowd of goblins and kind of goes on her own way, and yeah. All right, Nasha. So you were doing things, looking for stuff, and after a while, did you pick up some sharp bits?
I would have liked to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a d20 for sharp bits. Plus survival. Add survival.
Add survival. Okay, that is. What the heck is my survival? Okay, 13 total.
Cool. You pick up 13 sharp bits for arrowheads.
Okay.
Hey, that's that.
Sweet.
I
need to.
like.
write
Look,
this
I like Minecraft. I'm gonna make you do this.
Yeah. No, I'm.
Yeah. See, there you
my
go.
actual literal wallet. It's blurring out. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. If I showed my wallet, Disney would come down on us like a storm from hell. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Remember, I own Twitch. No.
Probably.
No,
So, yeah.
they do own YouTube.
No. We are. So, yeah, after, you pick up a bit. A shiny bit of sharpness, and when you pick that up, approaching you is Sister Hannah's lanky form. Hey, hi.
I'll, wave, probably holding whatever recent detritus I've acquired.
Mm-hmm. What you got there?
Oh, just some shiny bits. I'm trying to make some additional arrows because I've realized that I can't exactly retrieve the ones I spend if we're traveling at 80 miles an hour. I didn't think of this before we left.
You can borrow one of my guns. I have many.
I'm okay.
All right. Well,
I know how
help?
to use them, but I'm not a fan. I'm much more accurate with this. Just like pets the.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, do you want some help finding, parts?
If you happen to
or
see any if you happen to see anything and you're passing by it, I'm not too worried. I've still got 16 in my 16 arrows. That should be enough to last me until we can find some more pieces. But yeah, I mean, if you see any.
Well, as my dad always told me, always be prepared. Something else he told me is you can usually find things that are good for, sticks and whatnot that are good for arrow shafts by water. And there's some water right over there. We could go grab some up.
Sounds like a plan. And yeah, I would have been collecting feathers at this point as well, just because I feel like those are in abundance.
Okay.
At this Coachella with less white people at it.
Yeah, significantly. Yes. You have many arrows prepared for, ready, just ready and waiting to become fletching. All right. So let's see here. Back to Lou.
Yes. So what did that after I left, I checked out what the folded pack of 20s that he handed me. How much did that come up to?
It was a hundo. It was $100 hairs.
Full on crisp hundo. Okay, well then I will attempt to look for that explosion, that grenade boy again, that handsome grenade fellow.
Okay. Let's see here. Where did I place him?
It was then that Switchback found a mirror.
You find him first. You go filtering through. You got to dodge back through the drum circle and everything. Yeah. And past the beefalo first, and then the drum circle.
Right.
And then you get to the more markety area after you pass the speakers and whatnot. You pass a little tent that you can see through its now folded down awning. It's backlit at this time. No, it's not. That's not how the sun works or the earth. But for reasons unknown, you can see the silhouettes of guns in this tent.
Okay.
And then you see the grenade boy, and he's standing at another tent, another little shop tent, chit-chatting with a couple of other goblins, one of which is a lady goblin who's behind the counter or the little table of the tent. And he's leaning on the table, chit-chatting with the other, just one of those things. One of them's the not grenade boy is sitting on a tiny, almost lawn chair.
I approach on my skate and I kind of go do a turn stop. Like, what's up?
And the lady goblin, ooh, fancy.
Cool. Yeah, what up? That's cool. You got any of those loud rocks that you want to you'd be up for selling?
And to whom are you speaking?
I am turned to the grenade fellow. Since he's not behind the counter, I am asking him casually.
Right. These are mine.
You're not. You're not selling.
These are grenades.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So are these? And I pull out two. Put them in the back of my bag.
Yeah. No. Okay. So, first of all, we all know what a grenade is here.
Yeah, we established that.
Yes. Yeah. Second, no, I'm not selling these.
Oh.
However, you could probably go talk to Tormund.
Tormund? All right. Is he the guy with the tent and the guns?
No. That guy. No. Tormund's the he's the furry fellow, having himself a little hootenanny on top of Stax's boat.
Oh damn! I just left there. All right, cool.
Yeah, Tormund's he's a cat of few words. He's not just gonna volunteer that he has wares.
I mean, yeah, if you have coin, I guess.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it helps.
Cool.
I hate both of you.
You have I mean, what do you do though? What's up with So I like your collection. Is that just for looks, or you pull all those at once or something? What's the deal?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's to spice up the rally, Sometimes you just keep going, plenty fast and in a straight line, and nobody's really winning or losing. So, you gotta sprinkle a little something on there.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's cool. Yeah. Well, man, hey, I'm Switchback, and it's cool to meet you.
Yeah, thanks. Sure. I'm, you know what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I was going to tell you my name's Eduardo, but, that, I guess, get out of here.
Nah. Hey, Eddie, it's good to meet you, man. And I skate off. Back to go find Tormund Beefcake.
Okay, Judith.
Oh, I'm looking for the guy. So I'm looking for him, but it's easy to find him. What's he doing as I roll on up? And by roll, I mean walk.
He is playing with not playing with, but messing around with a two-way radio, a very kind of large two-way radio handset. Just kind of trying to go through the bands.
Okay. I can't. What you looking for? I just kind of sidle on up. Or why are you listening for something? Or I don't know how two-way radios work.
I'm just trying to pick up just stray signal. I caught some beeping a little bit ago, but that was anyway.
Was it like
what can I do for you?
Oh, we were just kind of surveying the grounds around here, and we have to go north once we leave this hootenanny. I guess I'll say the word is, and I guess so there's like some ruins, and then there's like we were able to see. Well, my colleague was able to see like through her scope. There's ruins, and there's like a great patch in the forest, and then there's the two cities, Cahokia and Emancipation. And we just wanted to know, like, do you guys know about anything that's like on the way there? Anything that might, let's say, inconvenience us with our bus full of children?
Huh. And he kind of and leans back onto the side of the some part of the side of the boat. Well, what level of inconvenience?
We don't want anyone to die.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase. We don't want any of our party to die.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. If that's your thing.
It is. It is our thing. Weird, I know.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Understanding.
Same page.
Yeah, cool.
Well, tree roots, I mean, it's not exactly I've been down that road a little bit before. It's not the smoothest road. You know, you got some root growth underneath there, so you might want to, not, unfortunately, you can't go fast, like real fast.
That was
I think
my
you're
plan.
stuck. Right? Yeah. Well, it's not going to be uniform through the whole thing, but you got to be careful. You got headlights, right? You didn't let him replace them with machine guns or anything.
No, and he tried. He did try. And I was like, not today. No, thank you. No.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
I'm just, yeah. Gear gets in a headspace and he's just like, oh yeah, okay, we got it patched up. Oh, we got it painted. Oh, let's put a battering ram on it. Oh, how about a 50 cal or a Vulcan cannon? Did he try to sell you a laser cannon?
He did. That was tempting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
That was
great.
tempting for me.
It's fantastic.
But I got gear to switch to something else.
Okay. Super good for you.
Mhm. Thank
Boring for you and probably I both.
Sometimes
but
boring is
good.
good. Sometimes it's good to be a little boring.
If you say so.
I do. So what? Okay. So what? Do you know anything? Okay. So the routes. There's lots of routes, so you have to be careful driving. What about like the gray patch in the forest?
Oh, honey, I have no idea what that would be. I can tell you. Theoretically, you should be fairly safe on the, if you're headed up towards Cahokia or Emancipation. Most of the Fae and the elves, kind of the same thing, really. Keep darker influences to a minimum, but I don't know. I saw some pretty weird things when I was there last time. That was a couple years back, so I can't say it's still there.
Like what? Pray tell.
There's a weird shadows in the forest, in the trees. I did not like, so I turned back around and headed back out west over time. I mean, I wasn't scared or nothing. I didn't hightail it or anything, but
no,
you know.
I know. I get it. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
I think it would be. Wouldn't it be pretty lame if I just got eaten to death in some forest on some back road?
Yeah, you want to get blown up for sure. Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
You do.
And yes, okay, yeah, but it's there for you. It's just go nuts. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what's in there. Could be anything. Could be quicklings. Could be other goblins. People got weird hobbies,
Did you? What about did you go past the ruins? Like when you were doing all this, when you're checking out the shadows?
I got well, that's actually what I was there for.
Go on.
There used to be another gang of goblins that hung out around here, and they had themselves a little hideout over there in the in some buildings in the middle of the forest, some old people buildings. Like I think what happened is all the humans died there when everything ate shit, and they just got overgrown.
Right.
So yeah, after time, for a long time there, us goblins, we were trying to hide away from people.
Wonder why. That's so weird.
Well, like I said, it was a while back. It was a couple years back that I was going out there. But yeah, for all I know, I mean, with the shadows I saw, I was a little short of the place. It was disappointing. I was trying to see if maybe there was some other gobos out there. We could make friends and drive together. They wouldn't have to be stuck up in some old stuffy ruins.
Yeah, share bouffant tips and stuff. So you never got there though.
Negative. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, no, it's cool. But last you heard it was goblins. All right, well, I mean, this is good information. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem.
What's your name again? I don't know if we ever.
Stacks.
Huh. Sounds familiar. Very cool. Well, thank you, Stacks.
Hey, no problem.
Does he do like a cool thing? Does he do a finger guns?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Hey, no problem. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, hey, wait a second. Yeah, that is your car. Yeah. Hey, so and he reaches into his jacket. So Gear was rooting through your stuff. Seeing if there was anything you liked to. Sorry, not sorry. That's just kind of look. We kind of have a loose definition of personal property, and sometimes some of us
you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I apologize. Your stuff is very boring, and some of it frilly. He didn't touch any of it, although he did hand me this letter, this envelope. What's your name again? What's your name?
Judith.
Okay, yeah. He handed me this letter. He took it because there's a couple $100 in there, but I told him to give it to me because I hold the cash. That's why I'm Stacks. But it's got your name on it.
I thought it was because you were tall.
Okay, look, I know I'm cute, but don't try to flatter me. Just take this.
Okay, wait, so the money is in there or no?
Do I look like a monster to you? Of course the money's in there.
Of course you don't. I'm so sorry. And I take it and I immediately, because I don't know. I don't remember this letter. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know what. Okay, it's got your name on it, so we're gonna look. It's got your name on it. It's yours. I know you humans are weird about property.
A little bit, yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Stacks. And I give him a wave, and I start walking up the ridge. And as I walk up, I put the money away, of course, but I take out the letter and look at it.
Okay. You gonna read it? You want me to read it out loud for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Story time.
Yeah. Jude, if you're reading this, you aren't dead. Ha! News to you, right? Anyway, I hope you are reading this. I'm usually not one for apologies, and I don't like to explain myself. And for a second, you're wondering, obviously, who it is, but you get a few lines in there and you recognize Ray's handwriting. You've gotten a few IOUs. Fact is, I owe you one. Now, well, more than one. Weird shit is afoot, and not just here in Murfreesboro. It's hard to explain, but I'll try. You know, when I moved down here from Chicago, that was to get out from underneath some pressure from the local big boys. Seems they wanted a cut of old Raimondo's poker cash. Now, it wasn't the casino. The Winders run that, and they couldn't give less of a shit about some guy's backroom hustle. Besides which, even if they noticed my few hundo a month, they're more likely to do some talking about it instead of getting the guy scared. No, these were the boys at the top. Walk-ins. I guess they're tired of running the city and all the legit work. They're really showing their appreciation for the little guys now by shaking them down for cash. So I thought to myself, you know, why not go visit my sister down south? Maybe she and her old lady could use some help running that little community garden she was always talking about. Problem is, my sister's old lady is an old-ass lady, an elf, just like the big boys back home. I promise you, Jude, I didn't want to have anything to do with whatever weird shit was going on, and neither did my sister-in-law. I don't think my baby sis even knew about it. Blackmail, friendo. I don't know how, but the top dogs back home found me here and used my family to put the screws to me. If it had just been me, I would have told L'Ariel, my sister's boo, to tell her uncle, they're elves, so who knows what the hell that really means, to eat a bag. But, well, they threatened Maggie. And from how pissed off her missus was about it, that helpless kind of anger, I knew there wasn't no way of fighting back. But hey, if this letter is in your hands right now, that means you came back. They really were just going to ask you some questions. Either you told them or you didn't. Never could beat your poker face, so I'm guessing you shined them on. Good old Jude. Anyway, here's the $300. If you're mad, which I get, you know where I live, boss.
I fold the letter up as small as it could possibly be, like the tiniest piece of paper, and I shove it in a pocket, and I just keep walking. I just walk up to the top and I definitely don't say anything about it to anyone, and I just give the intel that I was provided.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone would be able to tell how upset I am, because I Judith's whole thing is like she's pretty good at hiding that stuff, but yeah, it's not great. It's a bad scene, but yeah.
Let's see here. We're going to do one roll here. Wait, Lily, are you still up on the ridge with the sisters?
Yeah, I stayed behind so that, you know, they wouldn't not tell us because out of spite, because, you know, I kicked Fawn's feet out
Right.
from under him.
Okay. Lily, go ahead and do an insight roll to see if you notice.
Inside, that is +3. That's a 13.
Nah, it's that poker face.
Good old Jude.
She probably just distracted by finishing off the Druffalo, and you know the kids are yelling.
Yeah.
In the bus.
And I believe it's bedtime on the East Coast, which means it's bedtime for all our lovely babies, all of our wonderful viewers. And time for the rest of our evening over here on the West Side. Thank you for tuning in. DJ Goliath, you are a boss. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great night.
Woo! I'm gonna get some grenades, bro.